Feng Shui. Tips to check the feng shui of your home, as well as election reaction in real estate, your Los Gatos house of the week, price reductions of the week, and highs and lows. Let's get moving here. Okay. I'm not a huge talker about this feng shui thing. It's kind of always been a struggle, but there is some sort of rhythm and flow to it. There's a logic behind it. And remember what I always say is no more than three things on a surface. If you look at my shelf over here, oh, look at that. I just broke this thing. Look at my shelf. There. No, got to get lighting. Yeah, if you look at the shelf, there's a lot of clutter everywhere, which means, on my walls, I have 4, 5, 6 different things, but that's because I live here. I'm living here. I'm enjoying it. But the feng shui idea is how do you make it a stronger flow of energy and make things easy for people to go through and enjoy and see the value of your home. And the first thing is curb appeal, right? Curb appeal is very strong, very important. The buyer that rolls up on your house and takes a look at it, they're going to know within the first 5 seconds if they want to buy it or not. That includes your door. And a strong door really helps make your house look inviting, opulent, luxurious, or it just looks like a standard door. That's part of the curb appeal. So a healthy front door is important. The main entry is inviting and self-contained energy. When you step into the house, what is that house telling you? What does it feel like? Does it feel like, hey, this is a place I could live in, I can raise my kids here, I can enjoy, I can party, I can entertain, I can have friends over, create memories? That first step into that door, you have to have a feeling of welcome. And that's part of what feng shui really is all about. A happy, active, and nourishing kitchen. Yeah, you have to have a functional kitchen. If you have broken appliances like GE appliances, you're always going to be fixing it, always going to be worried about it, be focused on that, and that's going to give you a negative sentiment towards your house. So my suggestion is make your house, your kitchen, as inviting and open and for entertaining as it is for making dinner for your family. Bedroom is the most loved room in the house. It's absolutely true. You spend the most time in your bedroom, believe it or not. You spend some time in your living room and kitchens, but you spend a full 6 to 8 hours in your bed sleeping, so might as well make it comfortable in yours. So make sure that that's an important room when you're showing it off, right? It says, instead of focusing on our attention on grand living rooms and expensive dining to impress others, it would do the house and us so much good to create good feng shui, a good feng shui home, by keeping our attention on the bedroom. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, election reaction. What are your thoughts on what happened last week? Like I tell you 100 times, I don't care who the president is. I'm still going to sell houses. Doesn't matter who the president is. If the market is up, if the market is down, houses still sell. But there was a lot of election hesitation. If my candidate doesn't win, I'm not going to buy a house. So I'm going to wait and see what happens. Well, the last 6 weeks, people got a great deal because there were a whole lot less buyers out there. Less demand versus the supply meant deals were had. Now that everybody's back into the market, the next 6 weeks are going to show us that there's more competition, right? Now, mortgage rates are going to come down. Mortgage rates are supposed to come down. We're seeing the job report actually come to light and reality, and there's all sorts of different things that are popping in. Again, it doesn't matter who the president is. When it comes to real estate, it never has mattered. There is a slowdown, but that's because those people that are on the fence, the would-be buyers, are sitting there being afraid. When it's time to buy a house, it's time to buy a house. There should be nothing that tells you that now is not a good time to buy a house. If the market's going up, if the market's stalling, if the market is going down, or if the market is at a trough, it doesn't matter. It's always a good time to buy. It's always a good time to sell. If you're selling a house and moving into another house, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I always say it's better for you to sell a house when there's a massive recession because there's less closing costs, less acquisition cost, and you buy it at a lower price. So your taxes, your property taxes are going to be lower. So are you going to wait for the market to crash? You can, but the last time there was a crash was 2008 to 2012. And guess what? There was a whole lot more competition then. So are you willing to work with competition and get outbid 100 times? Totally up to you. Los Gatos House of the Week. This is Tate Avenue, not my listing. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1785 square feet, built in 1910. This thing's over 100 years old. Holy moly. The reason why I picked it is because it's right down the street, walking distance to Santa Cruz Ave. So let's take a quick look inside here and look at the inside of this house. Nicely staged, very old Victorian looks to it. Nostalgic. I like the green cabinets. That's kind of cute. I like that. Makes sense. It looks like the inside of this kitchen is a little tight. That's 3.5 feet right there. But, you know, this house has a lot of character and it looks like an old Victorian type house with a lot of character in it. So if you're looking for a house with a little bit of character, this looks like it's in a basement. That might be kind of nice. Comes with a washer and dryer. That's important. And a small backyard. There you go. And here's your floor plan. You can stall on that and take a look at it. But there you go. That's Los Gatos House of the Week. Am I missing anything? Price reduction? No. Price reductions. Let's go to price reductions. There's 187 price reductions out of the total 882 active homes for sale right now. That's 22%, I think, 21% all over. So yeah, guys, if you're looking at a house that's been on market for a little bit, you might still see a little bit of competition, especially if you see a list price decrease. But don't make the mistake that if it goes down, you can go down and further lower the price. There might be some more competition on it. So, you know, this house has only been on market 30 days. It's in Willow Glen. It's built in 1926, so it's 98 years old, and it's a 2,600 square foot house. It's listed at, what's the price at? Oh, down here. $2.3 million. So they dropped it $100,000 just to get some attraction, get some tension or traction on it. So is it something you're willing to look at? Let's go take a look. This episode is brought to you by the Home Inspection Checklist. If you haven't bought it, downloaded it yet, do it now. This is a great time to start your honey-do list, start getting it done. It allows you to go through and check a look and see every nook and cranny of your house and get that honey-do list started so that the day that comes when it's time to sell your house, you have everything fixed up and always disclose. All right. The highest sold price was $11 million. The lowest sold price is $768,000. I don't have that. Do I have that? No. And then we have 882 actives. 187 of them are reduced in price, which is 22%. And right now, with the number of closes, we're looking at a pretty good median number of 140. So I don't actually have the median or average price or number of closes for the last year, but that's because I screwed up and deleted my old live spreadsheet. All right, that's it for now. Today's Tuesday, November 12th. I'm Vito with Abitano. We'll see you out there.